Hello everyone's. I am here for my review of American Horror Story, Season 11, Episodes 5 and 6. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I am Lady T. I like to do reviews on scripted reality shows, and also do reactions. If you're returning, you one of my peoples, oh, welcome back. So we don't have any comments from last week's video, so we're going to jump right on in. Now y'all, these two episodes, they was a lot. This first episode 5 was really like, what is going on here? It was a lot. And then episode 6 was like, how you know him and how you know him, what is going on. So we starting off with Fran. She's in need of a job because, you know, working at the paper with Gino, not paying any money. She freelancing, so she decides to go get a job doing tarot card reading. Karen, who runs the bathhouse, she also has a tarot card reading business, and the people who work for her is basically, they didn't quit. Karen was like, you don't need to have any skills. Fill out this paperwork, look over this book, familiarize yourself with these tarot cards, and bam, boom, bam, you're going to be cool. Just make sure the people leave happy. So Fran thinks that she kind of sort of has like some kind of psychic abilities, but Karen was like, that's not real. I'm just gonna tell you that. Now, me personally, for the past 20 years, every time I have a dream that I am pregnant, someone I know is either pregnant or has gotten somebody pregnant. So every time I tell my mama I had that dream again, she's like, I wonder who pregnant this time, or I wonder who done got somebody pregnant, and they saying no, such and such pregnant. That's been happening for the last 20 years. Yeah. Where we at? Oh yeah, Fran, she wakes up in the middle of the night and she looking out the window, and we see Big Swole Mask Man cross yonder, and I'm like, he just be wandering in the streets, like getting from point A to point B. It's like, I didn't know exactly, like, he wasn't violent up until like last episode, so I don't really know what his motive is, and I'm kind of getting impatient because I'm like, what is your deal, dude? Like, what you got going on? Now, Barbara and Patrick, they are finalizing their divorce, and she is feeling sick, and I'm like, girl, you're not pregnant, is you? What's going on? And she says she ate some bad sushi. But she ends up passing out and getting rushed to the emergency room. She worried about her dog at home. So Patrick, being the dutiful now ex-husband, decides to go over there and check on the dog. Now, the dog is doggone like, there's something in the closet. Like, y'all know animals just know when evil is about. And like, this person is one, evil, and second, in this house and ain't supposed to be there. It's doggone Big Swole Mask Man. So now Patrick got to fight for his life. He was able to get out, but I'm like, what is your motive? What was you trying to do? You Big Swole Man, you could have took Patrick out. Y'all stay hydrated. But I'm like, what you got going on? I'm anxious to know what was going on. We only got a few more, I guess, weeks left of this because they doing like 2 episodes a week. But I was like, what is your deal, man? So Hannah, Dr. Hannah and what's his name, Adam, they go to see Fran and get they tarots read. The tarot was like coming off all weird, and like she wasn't feeling that, so she goes to the doctor and gets her baby tested because, you know, she didn't got pregnant by Adam. That's his name, Adam. You know, he just gonna be, the sperm donor. He ain't got no, you not playing daddy or nothing. And I want a baby, and I'm having a baby by you. The blood is showing that her red blood count is low. Now she's remembering that the people who were brought in from that fire last episode, their blood count was low as well. This is when we see Whitey Witty wandering and walking throughout the hospital. And I'm like, of course you work here. You probably somewhere in some tucked off area doing some nefarious out here, just experimenting on any and everybody out here. He just looks creepy. He just looks like he always up to something. So both Adam and Gino have terrifying experiences when they go to get their tarot read. Adam, he first goes with Hannah, and Fran reads his tarot. Then he goes again with Theo, and it's the same thing again. Tarot all messed up. Gino gets his tarot read by Karen because, you know, Fran, you know, you go ahead and take your lunch. Now, they both pulled out cards that said Judgment, Devil, and Death. Like, she done flipped and twisted and did all the cards. When Adam and Hannah was getting their cards done, it kept on saying death multiple times. Like, it's only supposed to be one death card in the deck. Let her tell it. But it's like something going on. I don't know what's going on. And now Gino was getting these exact same cards, like the exact same order. Was really, really like, okay, what's happening here? So that was in episode 5. On episode 6. So Whitey Witty, he got those two dudes strapped to the table, just ready to torture them. And of course he has to go on a monologue because that's what these killers do. You know, I gotta explain to you why I'm doing this. This is for the greater good of a cause. When Pride comes next week, I'm going to have this person, the pieces that I can take from each person and not in doggone sewn together and to form one person is gonna be the centerpiece. And I'm just sitting there like, you two would not be in this situation had y'all just went to the police. Y'all saw this man in the act of taking somebody's head off, putting it in the bag and going off like nothing happened. And instead of hopping y'all tail off and going off, go opposite direction, I don't know, call the police. Maybe, you know, walk behind him, but not so much where it's being noticeable. Y'all could have acted like y'all was tourists. Like, oh my goodness, look at this area. All the while seeing where he went to. Okay. And then y'all see what building he went to. Then y'all could have went and called the police. But no, y'all want to go follow him inside the building. And now y'all are laid out on his doggone torture table where he doing all the craziness. That's y'all fault. So Patrick and Gino, they go see Dr. Hannah because they trying to get the samples that she took because they believe, you know, the Myers killer sample was in there too. And she was like, I can do that when I get a warrant because I can tell this is not a official police business because don't no police be coming in with no reporter. That's first of all. Second of all, you got a mark on your arm. And I'm seeing that in a lot of my patients. And I think you need to get that cleared up. You need to go to the doctor. And if y'all are boyfriends, if y'all partners, y'all both need to go and get that checked out quick, fast, and in a hurry. So Patrick gets a call from these dudes saying that there was been a body found on Fire Island. And they can't really go to the regular police because the police don't be caring. So this is when Patrick calls Sam, was like, there's been a body found on Fire Island. And I'm like, how y'all two know each other? This is what I want to know. This seems odd. So Patrick got to let Gino know, hey, there's been a body found. I need to go. I may need to stay overnight. No, I don't want you going with me. So, of course, Gino was suspicious. Like, you sleeping with somebody else? Like, what's going on? So, he follows him downstairs and sees him getting into a car with Sam. Again, I'm like, hey, I know each other. He was so doggone not paying attention. He just left his door open. And when he come back in, and there was Henry, who I like to call Russell Edgington because he will always be Russell Edgington to me, sitting there with a gun pointing at him, talking about something, you causing up too much mess, and the people I work for, they not really appreciating that, so I'm going to need you to stop. I'm like, you a hitman out here? This what you doing? Okay. Where we at? Cause so, Patrick and Sam, they sitting there like looking at the body like, oh my goodness, I guess it wasn't buried like we were supposed to. On it, this is when hearing the reading about Gino to the crime scene. So now Patrick got to fess up to what happened. It's 1979. He was still married to Barbara, which I forgot to mention. She passed away the last episode in the shower. I don't know what happened. It was looking like she was in the shower, just taking a shower. He was shaving, and next thing you know, she was gone. But he was married to Barbara. He was still not, he was still married to Barbara, so he was still in the closet, of course. And he was going to one of Sam's, drug and alcohol, parties. They met some young dude. Cocaine was involved. Alcohol was involved. They put this mask on dude, and the dude, he succumbed. Like, it was too much. Henry was there to cover things up because that's what he do. And of course, Whitey Witty, he's good at cutting up bodies, and Henry knows him. So I'm like, everybody is connected at this point. Like, ooh, my voice, it just went away. And Whitey Witty was looking very excited as he was cutting up this body, but at the same time, it's like he didn't deserve this. He was very handsome. Good job, my voice. I'm just trying to leave me. Now Patrick is realizing that the bones, these match the Mai Tai killer. I've been studying this dude for years, and these bones match. And Henry was like, well, his name is Whitey Witty. He a nurse at the hospital. I guess I can give him a call, so let's do that. I'm going to call him up, tell him to meet me somewhere. I'm going to pick him up. And they say, he done doggone got Mai Tai'd, and he getting doggone taken out the bar. Now, my thing is, barkeep person, you know what's going on in the city. Don't you think it's weird that I'm going to get another person is all uncoherent, is getting taken out? And it seemed like Henry, he a person of importance that don't need to be getting taken away. But yeah, so now Gino, he's sitting in the car waiting off. He sees Henry, getting drugged to the car, if you will. So now he gotta call Patrick because he need backup. Yes, and that's how it is. So if I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It is free all day, every day, free $99. Make sure your notifications are on so my beautiful face with the video. You can click on it. You can like it and share it with your people. You can come up and be one of my peoples. If you're already one of my peoples, oh, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come up and be one of my peoples by clicking that icon above. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.